Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 guys. What the hell was that? My goodness. My goodness, guys. Welcome back on the Uncle Shama channel. We are here to react to a 2-2 draw away to Monza. Whilst Inter had the 3 points in the bag, they managed to throw it all away. We threw away that beautiful Napoli performance. We threw away the momentum that we created after the Atalanta win, after this Napoli win. Now it's all gone in the drain. We were hoping for W after W January, and we've already thrown it away. And honestly, I mean, we'll get into the analysis and everything, but guys, I think Monza deserved it. I think it was really a deserved draw for Monza. They deserved the point. Yeah, I would even, I mean, borderline. I would even say they deserved the win. To be honest, that was really, really bad performance. Really bad performance, and it's such a stark contrast to the Napoli. Like in the Napoli game, we said like every single player apart from Correa who came on was good. But today, I don't even know who to save out of all of our players. Everyone looked flat. Everyone looked dejected. Everyone looked like this is like the last game of the season. They've been playing like a long season. Like physically, they looked low and just not up for it. Not up for it. Monza, we're up for it. Monza showed us hunger, desire, and the reason why they are going to stay up. They're not going to go down. But man, and Lukaku, guys, my goodness. If this is the Lukaku that we have, send him back right now. Like right now, send him back. Get him, book him a flight to London right now. Graham Potter, this guy is your problem. Ted Bowley, we want a refund on whatever loan we paid. That was a hall of shame cameo from Lukaku. That was one of the worst substitute performances I've ever seen in my life by Lukaku, ever. I'm not even exaggerating. I don't think he got one touch right. Not one touch. Every single ball bounced off his knee, shin, foot. Like that was complete meme worthy. Oh my goodness. I could not believe that performance. That was one of the most useless. So like he made that Correa versus Napoli cameo performance look like a masterclass compared to what he did today. My goodness. Thank you everyone that's in the house. Let me give a shout out before we get into all the stuff. Future Hendrix, Yuha, yeah, you could see it coming as well. Like we were just like inviting them again and again, like because we weren't doing anything up front. Because as I said, Lukaku, the ball was coming right back, and then we were just inviting. The pressure was building, and yeah, in the end, their goal was it was a little bit lucky. It was a little bit lucky. The goal they got right at the end. Dumfries, I don't know if you want to say he's got the bozo gene or just the unlucky gene. It was deflected. Caldirola, of course, had to be a former Inter youth product, a former Primavera product. We talked about him before in the preview, but it had to be him. And I think, was it given officially as a Dumfries own goal? Let's have a look. No, it was given on Google anyway. They've given it as a Caldirola goal, but it did take a big deflection of Denzel Dumfries. Yeah, in the end, it was given a Caldirola goal. But it was a really, really big deflection. I mean, that's why Onana couldn't do anything about it. But yeah, my goodness, yeah. And it's the team, just as we start to get our hopes up, just as they give us that performance against Napoli, just as we get back in the Scudetto race. As I keep saying, I won't believe in the Scudetto race until we're like, within touching distance or whoever's first. And yeah, we are not in the Scudetto race. We are not in the Scudetto race, 100%. We are not. And yeah, just on the day, just like I see, the day that we see Juventus pull out, and we can make fun of them all we like because the terrorist wins, Allegri, the way they win, it is funny, and it does take some luck as well. Some amazing keeping, some of the other teams just not being up for it. But 8 games without conceding a goal, guys. Juventus, 8 games. And only 7 goals conceded in the whole of Serie A in 17 games. That is absolutely unreal. That is the type of defending that wins you league titles. They are in a title race. We're not in a title race. They're serious about this. You defend properly, whether you're home or away. And our away form continues to be absolutely diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. We haven't kept a clean sheet away since April of last year. That is absolutely embarrassing. You're not going to win anything. We're not going to win anything with that type of performance. Yeah, Dumfries was unlucky though. He wasn't. He probably should have done better. Maybe could have won the actual header. But yeah, it was really, really, really deserved by Monza, and it was building up. You could see it. You could just see it coming. You could just see it coming. Yeah, yeah. No. Yeah, today it's about being objective, Adriel. Against Napoli, there was objectively many good things that happened from Lukaku, but today there was nothing. Nothing good came from Lukaku. Nothing. Everything that Lukaku did today was absolutely negative and helped Monza rather than Inter. And actually, it was a substitution that I was calling for because Dzeko wasn't much good either. But at least he wasn't being this bad. At least he was keeping some balls. At least, we also had a really bad game, Dzeko. You could see that, him, Acerbi, like some of these older guys probably can't hack having such games closely after such an intense game against Napoli. But Lukaku somehow managed to be even worse than Dzeko. Even worse. And that is literally Lukaku. That was Lukaku out there today. How do we beat Napoli? Yeah, Aaron, that is a very good question. After you see a performance like that, that looks like you wonder how the hell did you beat Napoli? Was that a bloody miracle? Maurizio Zaghi, Ahmad, unbelievable, exactly. Benjamin says bummer of performance, exactly. That's bummer. It is an absolute bummer. Even though we could see it, but you could just hope that I watched Juve early, and I just had like, okay, at least like, come on, they can hold on. Surely they can hold on. But no, 100%. And as I said, yeah, Monza deserved the Harry, 100%. And yeah, the ref was also really bad. I mean, I'm not going to complain about it too much because otherwise we'll get into the territory of what Napoli fans were doing. But some of the calls just really weird. Some of the fouls they were getting away with, really stopped the flow in terms of the game. Some of the fouls that we should have been winning in attacking area. Not that it would have led to us winning or anything. I'm just saying that there was some fouls that we should have won and some weird decisions that happened. Even for them, like Darmian should have been yellow carded for sure when he stopped the counter attack. So it was some poor refereeing. And yeah, today is a game that I missed Brozovic 100%. Today I really missed Brozovic because Hakan was not on it. I don't know if the injury was already carrying. So there's two injuries we need to talk about today, guys, which we hope are not serious. Hakan and Barella. Of course, we do not need, especially with Brozovic out, Hakan, especially now that he's the vice Brozovic, to that serious injury to be serious. So I don't know if he was carrying something, but he looked very flat today. Hakan, I did not like his performance at all. And yeah, today is the kind of day that I miss Brozovic, just to be able to control the tempo a little bit, and just be that guy that's available, passing lanes available. And yeah, lazy second half. Yeah, I think I would say the whole game was just very like lackluster, lazy by Inter. Like, yeah, our pressing, especially in the second half, was just poor. They were just coming through us like a hot knife through butter. And yeah, Mkhitaryan needs to be doing better as well. That at a good point, I didn't. Maybe could have got a foul in that as well, but then at the same time, why are you doing a sombrero in the middle of the pitch at that moment of the, he's a experienced 33-year-old guy that we're bringing in. Like, if Aslani does that, if, Carboni or a youngster does that, you can understand. But Mkhitaryan, experienced, seasoned professional, doing a sombrero in the middle of the pitch, losing the ball, and then we lose. We concede straight after that. So not good all round, man. Not good all round. This was the team that played the first half. Yeah, this was the more reminding us of the Inter from the first half of the season. Yeah. I mean, we finished the game with the Mickey Gags. Aslani midfield is definitely not our starting midfield. It's probably not it, but I wouldn't say. I mean, we were suffering, Matteo. We were suffering even with the Hakan, Barella, Mickey midfield as well. I don't think any player today can really save themselves. And actually, I kind of enjoyed Aslani. I kind of enjoyed Aslani's cameo today. I think I like some of the. There was one ball, obviously, he lost where he was asking for the foul. That was a bad ball to lose. But in general, I was quite happy with how Aslani came on. I think he was better than Hakan, which is not hard. But yeah, it is what it is. Oh, you look at that! Even whoa, it's serious when even our boy Tommy, who is one of the most positive Inter fans you will ever come across, he's always positive. Even he knows Scudetto surely gone now, and even he's saying that his boy dropped a disaster class Denzel brick freeze. You know that is real when even he's doing that. Even he's doing that. Pat Inter will know that exactly. King Darian. Yeah, I mean, okay, Gagliardini wasn't good, but who was good tonight, bro? Edson, probably Lautaro. Maybe we could save. I guess the only guy. But who can you really save? Who can you really save? I don't know, Tarek. I do not know what that was. Ian Kerr, absolute bottle job tonight. And yeah, those substitutions definitely killed us. But again, as I keep saying, we weren't playing much better when those two guys were on either. I think it was always going to lead towards the 80th minute. Like Monza, we're always going to go for the kill. We're always going to suffer in those last 10, 15 minutes, and regardless of who was on the pitch, by the way we were playing. So yeah, really, really disappointing all around, man. Really, really disappointing. You put in all this hard work and you against Napoli, and you throw it all away now against the team that you should be doing the job against. They usually, under Inzaghi, have a lot of faith to get the job done against the smaller teams. But today, even him, the team that he set out, or the team talk, or the tactics, like clearly something wasn't quite right. Even though we went 2-1 up at halftime, we were 2-1 up. The team didn't look right. The team didn't look right. The only saving grace for us is that even if Lazio win, or even if Roma win, we remain in the top four. Because we still, even if they both win, well, Roma's very unlikely to win, but we still have that little gap, luckily, in between us. But this was our opportunity to catch up with Milan. We would go on same points as them and put a bit of pressure on them and remain within touching distance of Juve and remain kind of close to Napoli, within at least some form of striking distance within Napoli. But now we're back to just. And I was on this anyway. I mean, the Napoli win didn't change anything for me. I said, it's still top four. Top four is the focus for this season. And then we see what we do in the Champions League. And that now is further confirmed from this performance. Yeah, we need Saint Brozzo. We need Santo Brozzo to come back 100%. And yeah, of course, now we've been talking about it all season. The Lukaku Dybala decision, obviously, now it looks worse and worse. It looks worse and worse. That decision looks worse and worse. Man. Yeah, there's the end product from Brick Freeze. I'm supposed to be on Saturday to watch my first Inter game. Now we'll be depressed at the Meazza. Kulibaba. Yeah, I guess it's not the right mindset to go into your first Inter game, but surely these guys will do something. We got Hellas Verona right at home. Surely Saturday night should be 60,000+. Surely they cannot let us down, or let you down, especially on your first night at the Meazza like that. But yeah, I understand you that you're not going into that game now with that same positivity and that vibe that you were going to go into originally. Yeah, sloppy Joe all over the pitch. It was really, really bad from everyone. I agree. Even Juve fans in the house, I just hope that Napoli and Milan lose tomorrow. Yeah, 100%. Actually, I don't want you guys to get too gassed yet. Don't get too gassed. Hey, there's Anthony as well. I'm sure he's going to do his reaction. Not saving anything. I'm not going to repeat. Actually, I can't repeat because I'm demonetized anyway. He says, fuck this club. They make me sick. I'm sure a lot of you are feeling the same way. We can ruin Diego. Yeah, we feel you. It's always worse when we're playing first, or we still got 2 match days now. We're gonna watch the other teams tomorrow, then there's even games on Monday. It's ruins the rest of your weekend. 100%. Yeah, Ahmad, 100%. I think Lautaro is the only savable one today. Lautaro for me is the only savable guy, and Bastoni, I would say. I was happy with Bastoni. The other ones, not good enough. Yeah, exactly. I was the senior players today was really the ones that I was disappointed with. Aslani, I would definitely save as well in terms of that cameo. Dimitri says that for me this is a loss. Yeah, it does feel like it, but at the end of the day, it's our first draw of the season. I forgot that's actually what I wanted to start the video with. We can draw games, guys. First draw of the season. It's possible. We got 1 point. We got 1 point finally. We couldn't go the whole season. It took us 17 games, and we finally got our first draw. We couldn't go for the whole season, so it had to happen. And here it is, Ahmed coming through with the XG. I mean, that's why I say that, draw is probably the right result into just edging Monza in terms of XG. But yeah, poor from Inter. Very, very poor. Sorry that I can't get to you all your comments like that. Yeah, thank you, Tarek, for reminding the people, guys. Now that we get into the my screenshots of the game, please at least leave a like for me. That's why I always ask, whatever happens with Inter, guys, don't take it out on me or my channel. YouTube already demonetized me for this month. I don't know what's happening with that, but at least give me the little thumbs up. Whatever Inter do, I can't control that, unfortunately, guys. Maybe sometimes I gas them up too much. Maybe that's what one thing I yeah, maybe we are. Maybe under Inzaghi we are just a cup team. We've talked about it so many times. It seems like we are cup specialists when it comes to Inzaghi. Subs gave us the wrong impact. Gagliardini, Lukaku, yeah, all of them. Yeah, apart from Aslani, I would say Gosens I think had a decent impact as well. The other ones were just didn't provide anything to the other side. Becomes another Juve fan in the house. Joking aside, whoever is doing sombrero. Yeah, that was Mkhitaryan. We've already singled him out. We've already singled him out for being an idiot in the middle of the pitch. Yeah, we talked about it, Massimo, as well. The refereeing not good all around, not just for Inter, but even for them at times. But there was a lot of fouls that weren't called. There was one on Lautaro. It was like you're getting kicked and he's like falling and then getting up again, and then he's still not calling the foul. Yeah, and Armando Izzo, he always tries to get under the skin. Di Maria knows. Di Maria got sent off because Izzo taunted him or said something to him, made him headbutt him. It got him a reaction out of him. You could see Izzo was trying to shithouse something out of our players. He was trying to get a reaction, and luckily nothing started. But there was one point where him and Bastoni got into it, him and Lautaro got into it. Cherby's goal as well. That was a bit soft as well. Pablo Mari fell over, like it was Gagliardini holding his shirt a little bit. Like that one looked very soft. I thought that looked like a goal as well. We didn't deserve it, but at the end of the day, it looked like very soft. And Cherby, it would be nice for him to get his first goal for Inter. And yeah, you're right, Matteo. It did look like that's what I was starting to believe towards the end. Like we're weathering the storm, and we were starting to hold the ball up front. Like Lautaro was doing well, Gosens, even like the other guys. And then once it went to Lukaku, it was just like no point even giving it to him because it was coming straight back. And just this general, Rocky was right, like this general laziness today, feeling of like walking around. I wouldn't even say like laziness, just felt like we were unfit almost. Maybe you could say it is almost like we've had to do like a pre-season, I guess, and the legs can be heavy earlier on in the season. So I don't know if I'm being like too easy on these guys, but the pressing and the energy definitely was not there. Definitely not there. Yeah, no, that's what I said, Adriel. I said I'm not even blaming because I'm talking about both sides. It wasn't good. I talked about the Darmian. He should have got a yellow card as well. We'll talk about you. We need to talk about Inter first, man. 100%. I've all talked about Juventus even before this last season. Like Juventus have to be challenging for the title at all times when they have the highest wage bill in Serie A. They spend the most money. They have the highest paid coach. They have one of the best, most deep squads, even with all the injuries in Serie A. They were always should have been challenging. They were underachieving. Allegri was underachieving. He underachieved last season. This is what they should be doing. But we need to focus on ourselves today. Sorry, Denzel, we are gonna have to do it. We are gonna have to do it. And yeah, Barella was subbed off because he's injured. Him and Hakan both look like they got injured. It's very unfortunate. I hope and pray that is nothing serious. Both him and Hakan came off with something, but we all have to pray because our season hinges on Barella being fit because he is so important. Him or Hakan, either of them, cannot be getting injured at this stage of the season because then our season will be jeopardized. We cannot have these two being injured at any point. And yeah, I'm sorry, Nicola, Mattia, any Orthodox Christian was celebrating Christmas today. Your Christmas definitely, I wouldn't say less interesting, but very sad. I mean, in a way, it depends how you take it, bro. It could be a bit more interesting because there's more to talk about now rather than our usual. Oh yeah, 3 points. Yeah, that's true as well with Chase. Just feel like even the goals that we scored, kind of like their gifts, their mistakes. And yeah, thank you, Matty, for pointing that out. I didn't manage to get a screenshot of that. But yeah, the Curva made a banner for Skriniar. Said something along the lines of, "You are our captain and we want you to stay." So Skriniar, I mean, I'll pull up that picture again because he is in there. He is in there with his captain's armband. Please listen to the fans. 6 million plus bonuses. I hope those bonuses take you up to 7.5. Please just sign that contract. He wasn't good either today. Let's be honest, guys. Even he can't be saved today. He got beaten a couple of times. He looked like he wasn't on it, fully concentrated. But we need him to sign the contract 100%, regardless of what his performance was today. Yeah, you guys know my thoughts on Denzel Dumfries. I actually don't want to go in on him today. I see a lot of you guys. I usually try to not go in too much on guys that are being like clowned on by the fan base. But yeah, he's very disappointing when you need a guy to beat your man 1v1 and you just need to get that cross in, and he just wasn't able to do it. And Gosens on the same on the other side. Gosens just hits the guy in front of him with the cross. Like when you need to get a cross in, he just hits the first guy. Just poor, just very, very poor, very, very poor. No, I am pissed, man. I am pissed, but it's just like you just the way Inter lose games. A lot of times you can just see it happening, so it doesn't even like affect you that much because you could just see it happening. It was like you sat there and you're just waiting for it. We're just like, so it's not even like anger. And things started off on a nice note. It was a minute silence for Gianluca Vialli, once again, rest in peace. Started off on a good note. You could see that especially Barella was particularly affected by it. He looked quite emotional on when the camera showed him when they were doing the minute silence. And yeah, that is Inter, bro. That is Inter, the constant headache, the constant pain in our backside. And then the lineup as well. I was surprised to see Darmian starting again. The two surprises were Cherby starting again, so that means that maybe De Vrij wasn't fully fit still. And Dumfries, I thought I had him in my Serie A fantasy team, and I even captained him, so that's double L for me. So I was surprised to see Darmian starting. Up front, we said, Dzeko was 100% starting after the Napoli performance. It was always between Lukaku and Lautaro. And then, yeah, we know that there's no chance Gosens of starting. So I was, moderately happy with the lineup. I don't think there was much wrong with it, but then at the same time, I don't think Acerbi can handle games back to back like this. I don't think Dzeko either is able to handle games back to back like this. But then who the hell really showed up today apart from Lautaro? We started off the game quite well. Well, actually, it was a bit up and down. It was a little bit up and down. We started off well. Like there was one chance Darmian had straight away and he was offside. Then they had some chances as well. There was even a penalty shout for Acerbi on Churria or Dani Mota, where it was in the box, and Acerbi was like this. As soon as a footballer does this, you know, that's not the right body language. It was a it would have been soft if it was called, but I've seen those kind of penalties called as well. But yeah, this was lovely. You know, we know how it is. Bastoni's left foot, those early Bastoni crosses from that left hand side are cash money. And Darmian makes up for his miss against Napoli and takes advantage on the far post. Nice finish from him. And you think after this, like, yes, beautiful start, nice start. Now we're gonna cruise to victory. You know, nice 2-0, 3-0 win like we predicted. But no, it was not to be. First points drop against smaller team. The season had to happen at some point. Yeah, I mean, I guess, Matteo, we got to count Udinese in that as well. I know Udinese were having a nice streak at the beginning of the season, but I would say that we lost to Udinese as well. So there's the second small team we've dropped points to. Yeah, Zang. I saw even Patrick Kendrick when the camera panned to Zang, and he was like, "Oh, he always looks depressed, or he always looks depressing." Can't remember exactly what his wording was. Yeah, I mean, we talked about it, BC. So like numerically, we're okay, but yeah, as soon as there's an injury, we're in trouble in terms of actual quality players that we're gonna have to play if someone's out injured. Yeah, no, that's what we've been saying. Like, guys, we are underachieving, and we should be where Milan or Juventus are with the squad. At least we should be challenging for the Scudetto very strongly, but at the moment we're not in that race. So Champions League, yes, he's done very well this season. Inzaghi, we'll see what he does in Coppa Italia, but our league, after what happened last year in the league should have been the saving. Like, we should have been. We need the title. We need the second star. That should have been the focus. Yeah, I don't even think about that Milan game yet, because if we're going to play like this, we're going to struggle regardless of who we play. And yeah, thank you, Mattia, once again for reminding the peoples. Yeah, and of course, he's not got a beard. He looks very young. Yeah, I agree, Ahmed. It was very soft, the foul on a Gagliardini that was given on for that Acerbi goal. Moving on. Then we score. We think we're gonna cruise to victory, but no, sir. You're not getting easy wins out here. Inter gotta make life difficult. And even here, I'm not sure who should have been picking up Churria, because he drifted into the space. Maybe it was Mkhitaryan. Maybe Acerbi should have gone to him quicker. I don't know what he's doing there. He's like ready to get his Meg the Stallion twerking on his Cardi B. Like, what position is that to try stop the shot? I don't know what type of position that is. He's looking very sus. Onana, no chance. That was a beautiful finish. You have to give credit where it's due, but poor defending from Inter. And again, going back to when you watch other teams in the league, the other top teams in the league, you don't give away so many chances in and around the box. You give them, you can give them pop shots off outside the box, but inside the box, you shouldn't be giving such clean opportunities. Not good enough. And yeah, they already had created chances before this as well. But then Lautaro saves our ass, or they gift wrap a goal for us. Lautaro shows why this is his most elite attribute that Lautaro has. His pressing. To me, he's the best pressing striker in the world. You could, Osimhen maybe might be, just because he's got those athletic attributes as well. On top of that, might be a tad better. But Lautaro, for me, this is what he does best, when he presses the life out of centre backs. And Pablo Mari, fair play to him. He's back. We talked about it before. He was stabbed. He literally was stabbed a few months ago. So the fact that he came back for this game was, he deserves credit for that. But he did give us this gift, this lovely gift. But we wasted the gift. I mean, Lautaro didn't, and I'm glad Lautaro got his goal back. And again, we say, I think Lautaro was man of the match today, guys. Right, for us, there's not many others to say, but for me, Lautaro is man of the match. What do you guys think? Let's have a look what Sofa Score gave. Yeah, Lautaro man of the match. And then Darmian, yeah, I guess Darmian was okay again. Obviously his goal this time round improves his performance overall. Bastoni was good. Yeah, no one else really. No one else. And yeah, look at this, all the substitutes, all orange ratings, quite rightly. Lukaku should be in the reds. It should be a 5 point something or 4, even if possible. Wait, actually, what is? I want to see how many touches this guy had and how many when. So he had 15 touches, and how many times did he lose the ball? So 15 touches and he lost possession 10 times. 10 times he lost possession. My goodness, that is a hall of shame cameo. And only 8 passes attempted and completed half of them. No dribbles completed. This was an absolute hall of shame performance. And 0 duels won. Look at that. That's even more embarrassing. You're coming on as a substitute, at least win some duels, put some energy and put your back into it. No, 0. 0 ground duels. Makes it even worse. Yeah, I don't blame you if you say no man of the match today. I also don't blame you for that, but I think Lautaro, at least he was fighting, at least he was winning duels, at least he was trying his best, and he wasn't losing the ball every single time he had the ball. So, Mkhitaryan was okay, Nicola, but until he also made some mistakes, and obviously he had the mistake that led to their goal, so we can't save him. I would just say, I would say Lautaro and Bastoni, in my opinion, because Darmian as well, apart from the goal, he was quite frustrating today as well. No one's sucking. Who's sucking up to him, Nick Knox? Everything I'm seeing here is all the comments are negative. I don't know where you're seeing the sucking up. Like this today is complete negativity towards Lukaku. Every single comment here is dissing him, and quite rightly today there's no defending Lukaku. I'm not even going to give him any excuse about he's coming back from injury, or he's a bit rusty, or this or that. Today was an absolute disgrace of a sub performance and absolute disaster class. But yeah, at least I'm happy for Lautaro. He hit the post as well in the second half. I think I have a screenshot for that. And then we had in the first half, we played, even though we weren't amazing, we were creating chances. We were playing decent football at times. It was this moment here, nice little interplay between Mkhitaryan, Barella, then Di Marco shoots. Then we had other chances as well. And half time we had slightly bit more XG 1.37 with slightly more ball possession. We had more shots, more on target. So yeah, I was okay at halftime. It wasn't a good performance until then, but I was like, okay, it's okay. Let's keep quiet and hopefully Inzaghi can improve things in the second half. Yeah, George, we mentioned that it looks like Barella may be injured, but we'll have to wait for the diagnosis. Yeah, lost the ball a lot with Brozobrella Arkan injured. We can't hope. Yeah, if any of those two out of 3 of those guys are injured, we're done. We're dusted. We are absolutely dusted. The lucky thing is that in this month, even if they are injured, if they are short-term injuries, this is the month to do it. This is the month, because this is the month where we're playing Hellas Verona. Who else we're playing? Obviously, we got Milan in the Super Cup, but it is what it is. The Super Cup. If we lose it, we lose it. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, we've got Verona, Empoli, Cremonese. This is the month if we're gonna do it. But if we're gonna lose Barella for like a week or something, but I don't want, of course, or Hakan. This is the month to do it. But ideally, we don't want to be losing anyone at all. Yeah, I'm waiting for post-match comments to come out as well. I'll try to stay on up until those guys come out. As I said at the beginning, if this is what he's going to give us, there's no point send him back right now. There's no even point keeping him if this is what he's going to offer. And Adriel, like we've talked about it, there's no one we can get. No one's gonna come in, no one's gonna go out, unless they're really, really forced. Unless like Barella's out injured for a while or something, or Mkhitaryan or Hakan get like some sort of serious injury, then like their hand is forced, because obviously then even your Champions League spot is in jeopardy. Then maybe, but again, loan with an option for someone from an Italian team somewhere. Like that's the only stuff that you're gonna see happen. And yeah, we can't have the Champions League games without Barella. We've seen last year when we played Liverpool without Barella, we did well, but you gotta have your best players if you want to advance in the Champions League. And then even second half, even though we were absolutely crap, absolutely shite in the second half, we still had chances. We talked about the disallowed goal for Acerbi, which probably shouldn't have been disallowed. But even here, great cross from Di Marco, and Lautaro had a pretty much a free header, and he sent it over. So even on a bad night, even on an awful performance night, we still had those opportunities to potentially end the game. You make it 3-1 here, and you really take out the wind in the sails of Monza, and you really kill off the match potentially. Yeah, maybe he needs to go with the CR7 or PR7 to Al Nassr. No, of course he's not going to waive his salary, bro. He's not going to waive anything. He's not going to waive anything off. And yeah, even here, oh yeah, we forgot about this. This was a massive chance. And this probably won't even come in the XG. Like XG probably won't even show this because Dzeko completely misses the ball. But great play by Lautaro here, who sends it wide to Darmian. First time cross by Darmian to Dzeko, and he completely misses it. But that is a big chance, and probably it doesn't even go down in the XG because, yeah, as I said, Dzeko completely misses it. But those types of chances, again, even on a bad night, even on a really bad night like tonight, we've still managed to create clear-cut chances that really and truly we should have been putting away. And yeah, there's like no one can be safe today, even Dzeko, who obviously has some credit in the bank due to his recent performances, but even he was really bad. And yeah, again, hopefully nothing serious with Barella, guys. Please keep me updated if you see any comments come out from Inzaghi or the guys. I'll load up my Twitter just in case. I hope they quickly talk about those injuries. I hope Inzaghi just comes out and says it's not serious, because we need that. We need that little boost at least after this loss. Okay, let's have a look. Actually, he's speaking right now, by the looks of it. Oh God, I already see the first sentences we played a good game, so you already know it's gonna piss me off. So I don't even want to read that top line. So we're here to talk about a victory that was taken away from us due to referee errors after 5 years of VAR, a non-existent whistle. That 3-1 game was over. Oh yeah. Okay. He's going for a little bit of a poking at the VAR, which is fair. As I said, like that foul on Acerbi, the Acerbi goal, the foul on Gagliardini, that was way too soft to call off. So I do agree with the Inzaghi there. They're asking about Skriniar. He is serene and calm. He's 100% in the project. He's very concentrated. He's our captain if Samir doesn't play. I know the club is working to make something positive happen for the interworld. Yeah, I mean, I hope this happens. Man. Oh, here he is speaking on Lukaku. For Lukaku, it takes time. When Napoli played 60 very good minutes tonight, a lot less. He missed 3 months on the pitch. Players returning from the World Cup need to work. Unfortunately, there is not a lot of time to work. Nah, I'm not hearing no excuses for Lukaku today, brother. But he always protects his players, so it is what it is with Inzaghi. That's the type of guy he is. He'll never throw any of the players under the bus. It was an unexpected draw, he says. No, don't like any of these comments, man. And again, he's talking about the foul doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. So he's actually, he's got a reputation from his Lazio days of being a complainer or a bit of a crier. But he hasn't really done it into, but he's doing it today. It's probably true. It is probably true. He needs to speak up when things like that happen. Yeah, here's the foul. Here's the foul that was given on Gagliardini. Like, yeah, I mean, there's always pulling and pushing and shoving in the box, but it looks very soft to me. It looks very soft. It looks very soft to me. And yeah, again, he's still talking about the VAR. He's like, I'm saddened by such a mistake after all these years of VAR. So yeah, he's really doubling down on the VAR stuff. And even here, yeah, here's the page. This is a page, Italian page, that covers kind of referee decisions. So they're saying stopped the play for a foul. But from the replay, you can see the fall is caused by him running into his own teammate. So yeah, he runs into Izzo. So yeah, there it is. He falls over. Yeah, there. Yeah. No, 100%. I didn't see that. And I think he's right. I don't know if he should be like talking about it so much because our performance wasn't good enough, but he is right. He is right. But again, I don't want to focus on this either. Yes, bad call. But you got to do better. You got to do better. Oh yeah, here's the banner for Skriniar. Skriniar, sei il nostro capitano, sei il padrone di Milano, resta con noi. So it's, yeah, Skriniar, you are our captain. You are the owner of Milan. So stay with us, Curva Nord. So hopefully, yeah, Skriniar read that message. Let me go back to your comments. I'm optimistic Mattia was right from the beginning. Yeah, on these days, I'm sure Mattia's there with a smug smile on his face. Was like, yeah, come to Negativity FC. Come over to Negativity FC. I wish this team didn't affect my mood so much, Jihad. Yeah. It would be amazing, wouldn't it? If we could just watch Inter with complete, like, this doesn't affect me. Whatever happens, and be completely fine for the rest of my weekend. But we know that just can't happen. But yeah, that's the thing, Valmo. Like that's the level of the coaches like the Zerbi. Like that was the perfect club for him. Like that's why Potter was doing amazing at Brighton, and then he goes to Chelsea. It's just a different profile of coach that is just not really made for a big club unless they like back him in the way that they should be, or like give him that time and faith. Like you can't say like now it's and there's no point. I can see some of you guys that are talking about like coaches now. All of a sudden, they're not going to fire Inzaghi. So there's no even point in that. And now it shouldn't be like we shouldn't be talking about that now. It's not. We're not at that stage again where we need to be talking about that. But yeah, things need to improve in the league. He has to improve a lot. Yeah, it is our turn. Of course, there's always some BS call. We're not going to sit here and cry and make imaginary tables where like, oh, this is actually +3 because we should have got this decision over there. Like, it is what it is. That's football. Yeah, exactly. Nick Snoxy probably just blew too quickly. Should have, if it was, he should have waited. Should have let the goal go and then go to VAR and review it, which then you would have seen that that was not a foul. He ran into his own player. What about he didn't say draws were stolen from them. Yeah, obviously he's not gonna say that. 1 second. I'm gonna have to go in a minute, guys. We had a player. Thank you, Denzel, for those insights from the dressing room. We can't afford our current players without bidding off another coach without compensation. Yeah, exactly. There's just no. That's not even a conversation that needs to be had. Oh yeah, Onana. We can also give some credit to Onana. We forgot about him. I don't think there was much he could do with the goals, and he did step up when we needed him to. This big save here. Oh, actually, this is the one positive from Lukaku the whole game. He made a clearance there. That was the only positive of Lukaku's whole performance. but we got to give Onana a little shout out for because he was reactive when we needed him. And here's the Lautaro hitting the post as well. That would have been a great way, because that would have ended it at 84th minute there. That would have finished everything, because then Monza would have just been too dejected after that, and Lautaro deserved it as well. As I said, man of the match for me. And even Brick Freeze doing a Ronaldo chop, that was just too funny to me, and that should have been a handball, but it was outside the box anyway, but still should have been clear handball. This is what we were talking about, poor refereeing all around. And at least we can end the stream on a very good note for our boy Adriel, who says his first baby was born 2 days, a new Inter fan. So congratulations and shouts out to Adriel and your partner. But maybe not the best introduction for the baby to Interismo, but that is Interismo. He needs to learn, or he or she needs to learn how to suffer. to suffer. Yeah, Lukaku, you are terrible. I guess you could say Lonana brought us the point. But anyway, guys, 45 minutes. I don't really want to spend too much time today. It's quite a dejecting performance from us today. Poor performance, only 1 point. At least it's the first draw of the season. I'll try find the positive in this cloud somewhere. We've got Parma next Tuesday, so make sure you guys tune in. Of course, there'll be a preview and reaction to that Tuesday, 8 p.m. against Parma, then Hellas Verona at home. 2 home games, actually. So hopefully we can bounce back from that. Hopefully, Adriel, your baby, can give you some energy in the next few days and weeks, of course. Don't sentence your child to this on TSS. Oh, that is true. That is true. You are sentencing the child to a lot of suffering. But hopefully your child brings us more luck in the next few weeks. Thank you, everyone that's tuned in. I'm grateful that you guys still tune in on days like this when we have performances like these. But of course, we are not to blame for Inzaghi, and his players are to blame for this, and Zhang and Marotta and everyone else that works at the club. But guys, thank you for watching. I hope you guys at least enjoyed my analysis of the game. Thank you for all the comments. Make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, spread the word, join the Discord, DM me if you do want to join the Discord. Ciao ragazzi, always Forza Inter. Thank you everyone that tuned in. Ciao.